What is Perfect 100 IQ Club? It's Dekar here with yet another banger of a video kind of breakdown, doing a commentary over the replay, right? So in this replay, I am Rengar. Well, it's not a replay, it's like, from the stream. I'm Rengar jungle into the Graves matchup, so to go over some stuff like compositions, builds, pathing, right? Uh, Regarding pathing, I need to know my team comp, I need to know our strengths, I need to know the enemy's weaknesses, I need to know various archetypes, stuff like that before I can really give like a best case scenario, best, or at least my opinion of the best path, right? So, looking at my comp, we've got Shen top, Aurelion Sol mid, and then Jinx, Pike, bot, and then of course I'm Rengar. Enemy team's got the Cassante top, Graves jungle, Orianna mid, and then Aphelios ADC, and I forget what was the support. We'll see it in a minute. They'll pop up. I don't know where my little bone tooth thing. Oh, Bard, fucking Bard. Big thing about Shen top is you basically play for him early. You do not play for the Shen late. He's basically just a solo split push towards the late game. Aurelion Sol, excellent scaling, good magic damage, terrible skirmishing, terrible early game, right? He's not that strong. He needs to scale. He needs those souls. Jinx, she is reset queen. She gets those resets. She wins fights. Pike he's a bit of a wild card. It's like, if the Pike's human, they're going to be popping up. I missed an auto right there, too. I hit the baby instead of the big one. It's always annoying how freaking thing like is just it's like a millimeter or maybe a centimeter was taken off, like 100 units of the leashing range, and just messes with how Rengar wants to do all that. So right here I do the thing, I wait until I can hit it and get my last stack, then I use the 4-stack Q and I E over. That's so that I 4-stack Q from brush, use my smite. I don't really care to have smite for scuttle, like it's really not that big a deal. I want to be as quick as I can getting this brush and be over here just in case the Graves pathed up. But yeah, I path up for the Shen because early, yeah, there's the Graves. I path up, there we go, we chunk him. He's too low now. He cannot stay. But he decides to anyway. But I path up for the Shen because this champion is going to be useful early. He's got a lot of control, a lot of strength in the early lane phase, and then he kind of falls off, but he becomes a big menace for the rest of his team. Especially, like, Shen players are just generally very reliable. Like, they're going to rotate around, they're going to be playing for the team, playing with the team. I think I should stay with 4 stacks there and just wait, and then we just one-shot this guy. Also, the soul, dude. But 4-stack him? I don't know. Right here, I missed the W. Yikes. See, though, the Shen even teleported right there. Bot gets a double kill. Bless up. But that's the thing about Shen players. They're just 90% of the time. Like, if I took a bet, I would be willing to bet that the Shen player is going to be reliable. They're going to be smart. They're going to know what they're doing, and they're going to be, a team player. They're basically like, a lot of the time, they're like the perfect teammate. Like, they're always that guy that you want on your team, Whereas a lot of other top lanes, like Fiora, I don't want a Fiora on my team. Even though, like, I mean, she's still, like, if she gets big, she can duel anything, put pressure down and all that. I'm playing around the Fiora and I'm playing for her because I'm forced to. Whereas with the Shen, I want to play for that guy because he's going to be very useful. Oh god. They're all here, man. 4-stack W. Gotta use our flash, gotta get out of there. I stole the big raptor. It's not too big of a win, especially considering I burnt my flash there, right? That's not too worth it. But against Graves, you want to be in his face. You want to be challenging him for everything. Even though Graves is, like, really strong right now, he's S tier jungle, right? You still need to, like, you can't just roll over and die and say, oh, you picked the strongest jungler, now I don't play the game, right? you have to play around it. You have to challenge him. Right here, bot lane is super self-sustaining, self-reliant, right? You guys are doing great. You're doing fantastic. So I can continue playing around top mid side because this investment in the top, if Shen is winning, it's going to turn into pressure, global pressure for the team, right? Like, if Shen gets ahead, he can just he does things for everybody. Like, when Shen wins, everyone wins. And that's why you want to gank him, and B, that's why you want to gank for him early on. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't get it. They're like, they'll gank Shen once he's like level 7 and he already ulted or something, right? And it's like, that's not really gonna help us, dude. I messed up. I remember this. I messed up and misclicked there. Like, just because that scenario where the Cassante like ults forward and all that was like the last thing I was ready for. Like, because it was so dumb. I messed up so bad. I was sitting here, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in the brash, blah blah blah. I think I was talking to on stream, and you guys know I'm not the best at talking, and like I'm not the best at actively playing and commentating on like what I'm doing and all that, or what I want to do. You know. Here it is. There's the Shen ult. Let's go. See, that's what we're talking about, man. Shen is so good. This champ, dude. See, thing is, Shen isn't good alone, though. So, like, if the enemy jungle, this is like the coin flip of solo queue, right? If the enemy jungle, as a Shen player, knows what you want to do and they play around it and counter you, and your ally jungle is kind of like headless chicken, just letting them do whatever they want, you're going to get screwed over for it. Here we go, the Soul. Dude, this Soul was getting worked. Yeah, this guy got... He got his Wheaties eaten, man. They stole that shit. Snare him. Walk away. It's just the tiny bit of additional damage, right? Not too meaningful. Try to jump whenever I'm doing the camps, right? That's so you get extra fleet procs. The jump on the level 1, level 2, that's not really too important. Jumps on the later levels though, because you get higher HP from the fleet procs, is really nice. Like, early game, your pet damage is super important, and it messes with the pet if you jump. Like, it slows it down, and like sometimes it'll bug out and just not auto at all, right? And you've probably noticed that at the Krugs. So you don't want to be jumping around too much. Whereas late game, the pet damage is not anywhere near as important. It's mainly just about your Qs. It's about having like a lethality item, stuff like that, right? So the jumps are fine. They're better. That's another thing I've noticed, like a lot of people don't really realize yet, right? You guys gotta, as the game changes, as they nerf or buff various things, you gotta adapt, you gotta do new stuff. So right here I get the boots too because I want to be a bit more active. Need to be around the map, especially because top is super basically we have one losing lane. It's mid. We've got top is doing great, bot's doing fantastic. As long as I'm around, I can be helping these guys much better. Also, of course, because I'm gonna be able to get over there and help him, of course he's gonna miss the R. That's just how it always, or the hook there. That's just how it goes. That's how it always is, man. I swear to God. If I am nearby, if I'm even like 2 screens away, people cannot land skill shots. This guy is dumpstering bot lane. Like, these two are ruining the enemy bot. But right there, of course, the hook, it's not gonna work out. Why does it work that way? Like, why is that how it is? Why is that the way it's got to be, man? It's obnoxious, man. Moving. Come to me, baby, come to me. Nice juke on the Bard ult. Good hook. The damage off, and he dies. Excellent. Just be patient. See, if you exit the brush right there and walk up towards the fight that is nowhere near where you're strong, enemy team won't walk up. The Aphelios won't walk up right there. Also, notice how the ADC and the support did a really good job there. They don't run to the brush. They walk away from it. They want the enemy ADC to think, oh, we had our little skirmish. We had our little fight. I'm safe to walk up. We're just going to reset. We're just going to get our farm now. We'll handshake the next wave. And then I can walk away. No. Here there be dragons. But yeah, that's one big part of the pathing for, like, if I have a Shen. Shen kind of, think of it in terms of, you know, if you have a Draven on your team, and you have to babysit him. It's required. He is a fucking, they're just terrible people. They're all horrible people. Assholes. Broken homes, or whatever it is that makes these guys behave the way that they do. Oh yeah, this was so funny. I love getting the double jump. It's one of my favorite things. But they're all just dicks, right? And then he steals everything. Yeah. Oh my god. It's so whack. Dravens are just the lamest people on earth, right? So you must play around them. Otherwise, they're going to throw a shit fit, and they're going to lose you the game. Shen's like the exact opposite. I know that good things will come my way if I go help the Shen player. Because that's the nature of the champion, that's the nature of the players that like the champion, right? These guys won't leave me alone, man. Stuff Shen, which dip. That gets him out too, so they can't go collapse on him topside. Now that I got muscled out, I couldn't possibly help the Shen right there, right? So they could just cut him off if they decided, oh, Rengar got out, it's time for us to leave. They could just cut him off between tier 1, tier 2, and then he's in trouble. So A, he saved me, B, he gets out as well. Very nice. Also, Soul was dueling the creep wave, which is nice. But yeah, right there, bot lane snags the turret. Jinx Pike doing fantastic. They're popping off here. We did drop both neutral objectives. I barely have 2 KP, right? This is like a very slow game for me. This is not a game, or this is not an early game that I'm very happy with my position and my agency, right? Agency meaning my control over the outcome of the match. It's basically like when you're doing poorly, you're not the guy who's going to carry the game. You're not the guy that has control over whether you get to carry the game. Oh, Jinx. Look at her popping off, man. King shit, Jinx. King shit. And then the Shen, there he is on the teleport. Like I said, man, these guys just... anytime you have a Shen on your team, chat, anytime you got a Shen on your team, you want to try to play around him. Give him a chance. Give him that first gank. Or give him, you know, give him... If you don't do path straight to top, maybe you got a Draven bot. So you do your 3 camp into bot lane. Then do your go B. Because your Draven died. Support died as well. Because it's a Yuumi. They both died diving as you were entering the brush. And then maybe you get a kill. He spam pings you. Don't hit wave. Don't hit wave. And the wave is actually crashing against them. Like, it's just you need to push it. But it's like, okay, Draven. Alright, little fucking crybaby dipshit. Alright, buddy. At least give the Shen your second gank. Anytime you're walking by those plants, try to, as long as you don't have the stack already, try to exit the brush, click it, just slightly. Cancel the click, get that free stack, hit the plant. Also, as you're bebopping around the map, be sure to be hitting plants. The plants keep you in combat, and they allow you to keep your stacks up. Go focus the... Oh, God. Focus the Ori there, though, because she is a lot stronger, and she's shown in these fights, these skirmishes, that she's pretty good. She's been playing the fights pretty well. Probably why the Soul got his booty worked. Notice how Graves was forced off to the left side mid, and I'm allowed to walk away to right side mid. I know his bot side camps are up, so I'm going to steal all this. I'm going to use my pink to just get over the wall as quick as possible. I didn't want to wait for my my E to be up again. I want to kill all these and get out. Her. What's up, Graves? I think, did they? Ah, they did. Or at least it seemed like it right there. Where they just saw me with the ward in the try, and they saw me move to the left. I missed that the first time around. I was like, why isn't Graves moving back up? Why isn't he moving into my jungle here? Why isn't he aggroing on me? That's why. Okay. Because they saw me. I mean, obviously they knew where I was, but usually the assumption from a Graves player is they do the thing where they're going to be super aggro and challenge everything, and or even just tilt invade, right? You guys have seen me play against Tarzan a million times. I kill him or whatever, we win a fight, and then maybe I steal a camp or something. He instantly invades, and he will always die right after that. He will die. He will always kill himself for the fucking one camp that he could maybe get that I didn't already clear, right? Because there's just something in, they're like the Draven players of jungle. Ugh, Cassante messed up so bad right there. But he's a monster. Look at this. A champ, man. He's so tanky. Wait. Patch preview I think I saw just earlier. They haven't announced any nerfs for that. Why aren't they nerfing Cassante, man? Where's the Cassante nerfs, bro? So lame, dude. Oh yeah, talking about the pathing early game, right? Early jungle pathing is like not 90%, it might be like 70% of your game plan and gameplay for the like in general the game. If you have a clean bread and butter full clear or clean 3 camp, get into the, and you understand, like, what I mean by clean is you do it efficiently, you do it fast, you're healthy, but also you have an understanding of what the map can look, or what this section of the map that you end up on is gonna look like once you finish those camps, right? Finish that clear. So like when I do blue Gromp Wolves, stare at mid a tiny bit. Is my guy getting dove? is my Tristana, my ally Tristana with exhaust flash getting dove by the enemy Kassadin who has fleet teleport? Oh no? Well then I'll keep doing my full clear, right? At the same time, are they fully shoved and the creep wave is gonna see me cross? Is the creep wave going to be pushed up and I am in leeching range? Like, you gotta know this stuff. Same with, once I finish my full clear and get towards top, if I haven't been looking at the top lane before I get there, I'm not really going to know what the wave state's going to be, right? I'm not going to understand what's going on and what I can expect when I get up there. So I've got to look around the map. I got to just look, right? And so a way to prepare yourself is just be looking at the lanes that are near you. If I'm in top jungle, I'm not really looking at bot lane because I am Rengar and I don't have a global. So it's like, because I can't affect it whatsoever, it's not really a thing that I should be looking at. I should be concerned with mid, I should be concerned with top. And I mean, you're on your own, bot lane. Good luck, boys. And then, likewise, if I'm pathing towards bot, I should be looking at bot and mid. Those are the lanes that I'm the closest to, and those are the ones that are going to affect me and that I can affect. So I don't really want to concern myself with other lanes just because... Why should I? I have like a finite amount of focus, a finite amount of capability, right? Ah, that hook was unfortunate. And then I flashed out instead of in. That is one thing though, as Rengar, because I have nothing but damage here, the Shen ults are slightly less efficient. Of course, we have nothing but, we have basically Soul. He's the only one who can ult here who will get like good efficiency, right? Who's like tanky. Kind of sucks. Oh yeah, and Pike messed that up so bad, man. Like, he just messed that up multiple times over. I think Soul was just, he was just CSing, right? But he really should have been prepping the move. Like, these skirmishes are what we want. He gets the kill here. It's clean. Doesn't that affect Aurelion Soul's Q when he's hitting him? It looks like a Guardian Angel effect. It's so weird. Oh yeah, Graves is dead. They don't have smite, so they got to get off. They can't do that now. GG, good stuff, fellas. But yeah, when you're pathing somewhere, or just having a clean clear, right? That means I know what top's gonna look like. I know what top wants. I know what mid wants. I know what is gonna be happening in this lane at this time. So like, my clear is gonna be around 310, right? That's a full clear, and I'm going to be pretty full HP. I'm level 4. I have double buff, and I can do it and set it up where I have all of my stacks. Like, let's say the enemy top is crashing the top wave at around that time. I want to hold all my stacks. If the enemy top is like, let's say we're shoved and our top is crashing, so the wave is really far away from me, I can't really get to him, then I don't care to have my stacks because I'm not going to be in a fight anyway. It's going to take at least 10 seconds. It's going to take longer than the stacks last in order for me to even get close by. So I don't care about having the stacks, right? These are small things that you should just automatically know. Like, this is stuff that shouldn't even be like effortful thought. It should just be automatic in your mind. You get it, period. This is how it works. That's what like, when I say clean, clear, clean jungle, clean path, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean. You know what you're expecting, you know what's going to happen, as well as you can press the buttons to prepare yourself for it, right? It's not just like, oh, I know what's going to happen here. Because you got to press the buttons correctly, too. You got to freaking... that's again, man, again. Shame. But you got to be able to do the full clear so that you're relatively full HP. You got to be able to do it around the 3-minute 10 mark. You can't be doing a full clear at 3:25. Right? That's just unreasonable. That's slow. That's an entire 15 seconds of time that is just literally wasted. Literally wasted. There are, like, let's say we had an AI. Just an infinite thought machine that could pump out scenarios where this is good. Like, it could think of, you know, crazy situations where a 325 full clear, where all you were doing was full clearing, is beneficial for some reason. Like, say the enemy jungler invaded on a time. He expected your full clear to be efficient, but it wasn't, so he invaded 10 seconds too soon. And then you get there, like, it could accidentally work, but that's not really how the game works, man. Like, you don't want to be inefficient for some off chance that it's gonna accidentally work, like the 1 in a million shot. You want to be efficient for those 999,999 other scenarios where having those 15 seconds helped, right? Tempo, time is important. Being efficient, being quick at stuff is important. Who'd have thought, right? We go Shojin here. I'm just a CD monster, right? Like, I've got a ton of mobility from the Yumus. Got a ton of haste. But yeah, you need to have a clean clear. You got to know how to clear. You got to press your buttons good. Because it's like, when you're playing jungle, you're just PvE. You're not being contested for any of your waves. You are allowed to clear these things at your leisure. Sure, you're going to get counter jungled sometimes. You're going to get invaded or whatever. But 90% of the time, it's just I do a full clear, I do a 3 camp or whatever, and then I go outnumber the lane opponent and we go count, right? So you damn well better be able to do this efficiently. Long rambling rant aside, that's what I mean when I say clean. So, like, if you don't have that, the good news for you, it's really easy to practice. Just hop in practice tool, or I mean, first step. Let's say you are playing a slightly more complex champ like Rengar, or Ivern would be another one, right? Or Fiddlesticks, right? Notorious for having you got to stand in specific spots, right? Hop on YouTube, look up Jungle Clear 1321, Jungle Clear Season 13, Jungle Clear New Jungle Pets Clear, da da da. Or, I mean, the League of Legends community on Reddit is really nice. You just go to the various champion mains subreddits. So like go to Fiddle mains or Rengar mains, Kha'Zix mains, whatever, and just look for full clear. Just look for the good one. Also, oh my God, a click, and you'll see what I do here. But I need to fix that in my settings, in my persisted settings. Because I forgot to click S when he was stunning me. Or snaring me or whatever. Ugh, it was so, like, Babby's first move. But yeah, good news is, in order to practice and get a clean clear, it's really, really easy. All you got to do is go watch 1 or 2 clears, and then hop in the practice tool and just practice it. Just do it 3, 4, 5 times. See if your time got better. Like maybe an efficient way to do it would be do it once, see what your time is, and then do it again. Again, man, again. See, I screwed the Shen so much on these ults, man. I didn't trust him. Maybe I should have just gone tanky here. Yeah, he's got to be typing something like, dude, you're such a pussy, Rengar. He has to be saying something like that. But, you play PvE. You play, basically your only opponent is yourself. Your own mastery over the game itself. So you have no excuse to not just hop in the lab and train. Get the time in, man. Shen R, no R me. Yeah, I've disappointed this man enough. I wish I could communicate to him that it's not even his fault at all. Like, he knows it's not his fault, but I want him to know that I know it's not his fault. It's mine. Like, my bad, dude. I need, like, a sorry emote or something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, clean clears. Practice, 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 practice. Just work on your clears. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the exact timing as these clears that you see, right? Because when these guys do the full clear to get like world record time or whatever, they're recording it like 50 times to get it perfect. They don't do it literally perfect every single game. That's just showcasing like the capabilities of the champion. You want to be within 3-4 seconds of that clear. Obviously, the quicker you do it, the better, because I've been sitting here bitching, moaning, whinging, and telling you that over and over and over. I've been saying this for like the past, I don't know, 20 minutes, right? But it's important. It's very important. You will see yourself skyrocket. You're Elo, you're silver, you're gold jungle, whatever. You will turbo climb. You will skyrocket past whatever you've ever plateaued before if you just get efficient at your clears. So we talked about the button presses, right? That's your clear speed. Now, the intelligence aspect of it, right? Which players, which champions are reliable? You got the Shens. You got the, in mid lane, I would say Aries are decently reliable. She's gotten a little less so of late. Syndra's one of them, or just generally control mages, in my opinion, are going to be the better players in mid lane who are reliable, so you can just play around them. Who are the turbo tumors that you kind of have to babysit? Kassadin is a lot of times one of them, right? You have to go mid, otherwise he's just going to be dying on cooldown, right? Draven, bot lane, he's just going to be dying on cooldown. Well, what about specific matchups? That's where it gets a little more complicated, a little more difficult to discern, right? And this game's about to end here, so maybe next time, huh? But yeah, general rule of thumb is just you gotta Think, think, think. Use your brain, use your brain, use your brain. No one size fits all, right? Some of us wear the kitty-sized condoms from Spencer's because, you know, we just haven't had our growth spurt yet. Nothing to be ashamed of. And some other people, heaven forbid, I feel bad for that woman. Some other people wear the 4-inch, 5-inch size ones, and that's just messed up, right? Like, who the hell needs all that? That guy's, his family must be like half horse or something, huh? That's crazy. But yeah, there's never one answer for why I cleared this, why I did that, but for this game specifically, I have a Shen on my team, so I want to play around him. I know Shen players, just in general, Shen players are reliable. Shen as a champion is a really, really good champion to play around early game to enable him, because if Shen wins, 90% of the time, the team wins, right? That's why I did that this game. I'll try to do similar quote-unquote analysis, try to give similar commentary in future videos, right? But I am working on a very in-depth guide to some common paths, common jungle paths, and why to do them, and what their strengths are, stuff like that. So that'll be coming probably within the week. Oh man, they just got. I mean, it was a slow roll. They were gonna lose anyway, right? They had like 1 in 1,000 to bring this back, but right there it's just curtain. It's over. That's Marvel, baby. Yeah, I'll be making more. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments. And as usual, I love you, Wranglets. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.